while giving the khutbah, is it permissible to recite the hadith or quote the meaning of the ayah in English? It depends on the type of the audience. Well, if the audience all know Arabic, then there is no point of giving the khutbah in English to begin with, whether the hadith or the ayah or even the explanation, if they are bilingual. But if the audience do not know Arabic, then what is the point of having to give the khutbah in Arabic? It will be sufficient to give the introduction in Arabic and quote an ayah or a hadith in Arabic. These are the requirements for the khutbah to be valid. Afterward, you can speak your entire speech in whichever language the audience know best, because the purpose of giving the khutbah is tazkirah. It's a reminder, right? That's why the Jumu'ah prayer is shortened to only 2, because the khutbah is equivalent to half of the prayer. It is so important for Muslims to attend the Jumu'ah before the khatib, before the imam climbs the minbar, the pulpit. So if people attend, as we see in many places, and they don't understand a word of what the khatib is saying, it doesn't make any sense. In many countries that I visit, they tend to provide an alternative, which is to give a bayan before the Jumu'ah, where basically you give an explanation in the mother tongue of the audience, what the people perceive. In all non-Arabic countries, subhanallah. So they give a bayan for half hour. And normally, and then after the bayan, the adhan will be called. And the khatib will give the khutbah in Arabic, would read it from a script or a paper. He would read it for 10 or 15 minutes and that's it. So what happens is, people do not come to attend the bayan, which is in their language, and they barely come to attend the Jumu'ah to listen to what they do not understand. Mission is not accomplished. The purpose of delivering the khutbah, listen to what the Prophet ﷺ used to say when he would command his companions to listen attentively, and he would command them to convey his message to those who were not attending. لِيُبْلِغِ الشَّاهِدُ مِنْكُمُ الْغَائِبَ. Let those who are present convey my message to those who are absent. Why? Because the purpose is to deliver the message. But if all those who are present, or the vast majority of those who are present, did not understand a word of the khutbah, doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. So it is permissible to give the khutbah and recite the meaning of the hadith in English, and the meaning of the hadith or the meaning of the ayah also with the ayah reference in English. It would be best, and this is the most ideal scenario, whenever you recite, if the hadith is short, you recite it in Arabic and you give its meaning, so the audience could at least link this meaning to this text. And similarly for the ayah. For long hadith, you don't have to recite the whole thing in Arabic. You can simply give the meaning in the language that the audience know best.